If you are watching this stream, it's because you're just a good fan of Dota. There is no implications to this next match. IG has already secured upper bracket. Alliance already secured lower bracket, but not elimination. Yes. Thunder Predator took that honor.
Much like my opinions, this series truly is all made up, and the points don't matter. Shout out Thunder Predator, securing Alliance fans peace of mind, as they have been firmly eliminated from this group and from this tournament on just day 3 of group stage. I do hope they can walk away with at least one dub, though. Nobody wants to go the full MUFC.
Turn to ban.
Yes, that would be the last time that a team went without without any wins.
Yeah, what was that, TI3?
TI3. Gods and I were talking about this before, and I said it was definitely in a Benaroya Hall.
Uh-huh.
And he seems to think that TI2 was too early. MUFC, it was a different Southeast Asian team for TI2. So we're pretty sure it's TI3. So that would be 7 years, 8 years at this point.
It was indeed MUFC. They went 0-14 and then lost to Team Liquid.
Oh, that's right. You still got into the tournament back then because there were only 16 teams.
It was a wild...
What was it TI4? When did we add 18? When did we start eliminating in group stage? TI4, we had that weird bubble bracket and stuff.
I think it was just because wild card we didn't do it.
Oh, that's right. It was wild card.
So I believe TI8 we still had wild card. Let me check. No, TI8 was the first time.
Okay.
Did we have it at TI7?
When you click on TI8.
Alliances turn to pick.
TI7 was also...
Scroll up. I'll teach you a trick here. Scroll up. Previous tournament. Chronology. Shout out to Liquipedia for your wonderful work.
Yeah, TI6 we had a wild card. That was the last time.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, of course. Look, how could I forget?
Oh, no.
Oh, what an honor. The
Complexity wild card.
We were eliminated in the final wild card.
10 seconds
What
remaining.
A cool thing. Wow.
How much money did you win for that?
5 seconds remaining.
How much money do you think we won, Cap? We're not even listed. We're not even listed as a participant in the tournament.
Yeah. You went there and you attended TI. But Liquipedia doesn't even grant you the honor of being a player at TI.
Aren't you supposed to be my friend?
Yeah, I do this to all my friends. Tough love.
10 seconds remaining.
I will say, I think this is true for us working on camera and also in your personal life, is that you're typically going to be, like, it sounds messed up, but you're going to be, like, harsher towards your friends, right? If I call somebody terrible at video games or a bad person or whatever, unless I'm 12. Okay, that might be a little hard.
I was about to say, Jesus. Hey, I know we're friends and everything, but I think you're a bad person. What?
Sorry. I'd only say that to one person, and thankfully we traded him for a significant upgrade before this tournament.
Leshrac Mars. I always like that combination. It's like Razor Mars, you know? You just get a hero that does AoE damage, is relatively sturdy, and really just wants people to exist in an area, not run away.
Yep. And I like Alliance, you know. Here we are, nothing on the line. A great time to try out new ideas and strategies. We go for the third pick, DK. Let's go.
Oh, no. Okay, to be fair, how many times did they pick DK this tournament?
I'm going to go out on a limb and say at least 4.
Look it up. I haven't actually seen a DK from them, but I haven't watched a whole lot of Alliance games, to be honest. I think they started off the group stage not doing that well.
Only once.
Okay. Only once. When was that?
Yesterday. And they lost. No, sorry, 2 days ago, day 1.
Okay. First day, they tried it out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Invictus Gaming.
So in a way, this is experimenting for Alliance. It's experimenting to see if their same old still works at TI, right? Because they tried it once, it didn't work. They were like, okay, like can we actually still do this? They're gonna go for a Spectre for
10
Nico
seconds
baby.
remaining.
Nico baby.
5 seconds remaining.
Oh man, it's getting late. It's 8 o'clock. Why does it feel like it's 3 in the morning? Oh boy. I'm just wondering how IG is going to approach this. Like, they are through. I suppose there's still seeding on the line, but not really because they have a 3-game advantage
Alliances
over
turn
every
to
team
ban.
left in the group. In fact, 4 because EG just lost to VP. And I do expect Undying is going to drop at least 1 game to either EG or T1. But you never know. I think actually Alliance, you know why they're in a tough spot? They would love to
10
win
seconds
because if they could go to the top half, they wouldn't be victim
5
to
seconds
the
remaining.
the team that picks them, right? And I've got to
Right.
figure,
Gaming's
looking
turn
at
to ban.
Team Aster probably being one of the bottom 2 that moves forward. You're not going to pick White Album plus Aster over Alliance.
Yeah, like
Because they
Team
2-0'd OG.
Yeah, how many losses
10
did Aster
seconds
get on the
remaining.
first day?
6. They lost every game.
Okay, so like
5 seconds
you,
remaining.
this Aster is stronger than their position because they started off the tournament going 0-6. Like no other team had to put up with that, you know.
Rather no, they were 0-4.
Okay, 0-4.
They were 0-4.
So it wasn't that bad, but it's still bad.
Yeah, but surprisingly today they lost all of their games, but I believe that's primarily because they played T1, then they got crushed by IG. They are currently beating Thunder Predator at the moment, so they will move on up to probably 5-9. Alliance currently 4-10, but either way, they beat OG. Like
yeah. And if we were to talk about who their potential matchups are, right, it would be the top of Group B, correct? Which right now is Team Secret.
Yes, yeah, from the lower bracket of Group B, but it's likely going to be Spirit, Secret, or
Alliances
Elephant, or
turn
Beast
to
Coast
ban.
that would then be drafting to see their matchup, because that's what the seeding gives you. It's 1 through 4 upper, 5 through 8 lower, but the 5th and 1st teams get to pick from the bottom 2 of their respective potential matchups.
Right. So I don't think Alliance would be
10
that
seconds
scared
remaining.
of Spirit. And Secret they have
5
beaten before
seconds
a couple
remaining.
times, right?
Yeah.
So I think they would actually be feeling kind of confident. I think it may be a little bit scary for them. Elephant.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, it's just the best of 1.
Yeah. Beast Coast, super scary. Best
do
of 1.
not-
I do not want to face that.
No.
That actually might be the scariest of all of them. Don't face Beast Coast
Yeah,
in a
you're
best
just-
of 1.
You're just sitting across the stage. You just see Chris Luck stand up, rip off his shirt, thrust his face to the heavens as he screams, "Gah!"
10 seconds remaining. Turn to ban.
Yeah.
Goodness.
That's what's going to happen. Fortunately, we'll have the cameras ready to go for that whole thing.
And the gyrocopter. Now, this is a weird pick, I think. I've always felt like DK Spectre loves playing into gyro because
10
he
seconds
just does
remaining.
damage, and you run at it and accept that, and eventually DK buys BKB, you
5
stun him, life is
seconds
good.
remaining.
However, they have a Wisp.
Yeah,
and
it's
a
different.
ton of
gyro.
damage.
Right.
There we
Now
go. Okay, so
select
this
your
is
heroes.
something that VP just used to beat EG, and I'm surprised it's taken us so long to see Pugna picked. I want to say it's got one of the highest win rates here at this tournament. Let me just double check on that.
I don't recall seeing it on that list of high win rate heroes.
Yeah, well, it's 2-0.
Oh, okay. I ignore any hero that has like less than 5 games.
Well, but that's the thing. I feel like it deserves like a better score. Funny enough, Gyrocopter has a 18.75% win rate
yes.
over 16 matches.
He is-
Gyro and Mars
He's
are
by
not winning.
far the least successful hero at this tournament.
Yeah.
There are heroes with 0 win rate, but they've also
Yeah.
not been picked that many times. Gyrocopter has been spammed
Yeah.
and has been repeatedly unsuccessful. I wonder how many of those games. I wonder like what the win rate of IO Gyro is.
Mm-hmm.
Though I feel like most of the games have featured IO. If
Yeah.
you go Gyrocopter, it's usually with IO.
And yeah, based on win rates alone, I mean, they're rocking an ET. This is the most picked and one of the most successful heroes in the event, winning 2/3 of its games. It's 26-13 so far. Find Spectre. I think that's another hero that's been seeing some play. Yeah, 72%. That hero is 8-3.
That's a TI hero.
It's a very TI hero.
Right?
Yeah. And I think also I've always loved the Pugna ET combination. You just have incredible magical burst potential. Like Decrep is a setup for Stomp, and then you're draining. It's so much magical damage.
Prepare for battle.
Right there. All around your head. The Spectre laugh.
It
Doesn't like the Arcana, huh?
I don't like the Arcana either, honestly. Or, I mean, I love the Arcana.
Yeah. Bruno's listening.
The thing about Spectre is that you just get on top of the Gyro or the Lion or the Wisp. It's quite nice in that regard, and it's very good with Pugna as well, because you're dealing all this AoE damage by taking damage, and then Pugna heals you, so you can take more damage, thus deal more damage.
Yes, yes. Very good, very good. So it's important to be able to get to, like, Elder Titan, it's always important to hit the backline heroes, right? So but even better, Pugna, ET, Snapfire. IG needs to get back there.
Oh, yeah.
So very important for good Blink Dagger initiations from JT, which obviously he was a beast in the first series that we casted today. So not expecting anything less from him. And they've got Io Gyrocopter, who are both fast heroes, but also have the relocate. Leshrak's a fast hero, so they're going to have to use that mobility to be able to dismantle S4 or Alliance's battle stance.
Oh, nice stun. And indeed, yes. Oh, wow. FNG.
Taking a lot of damage.
Careful. What a hero, Elder Titan. Definitely overpowered. Just going to put it out there. The Spirit level 1 hero damage is nuts. I think it should probably scale a little differently. Maybe if it was like 15, then plus 20 per level. The buff change, increasing the duration from 8 to 10 seconds, I think was a big deal.
How do you feel about the Leshrak versus Pugna matchup, by the way?
So I mean, that's part of why I like Pugna so much in this game. Like, you're just so strong, both as a finisher to your own draft, but Lesh hates playing into it just because of how much damage the Netherward ends up dealing to you. However, you can naturally, buy a hood, buy a BKB, and then you run on top of the Pugna, and that's what Pugna always fears. So it's just about getting that item ahead.
Yeah.
But you can't go the really greedy, like, bots, Bloodstone, something crazy like that.
Right, you want to, like, Kaiasan sort of build.
Yeah.
Nico Baby taking a lot of damage, punishing him while FNG is going for an easy camp pull.
Really enjoying watching mid. Emo and Limp, two of the better laners in Dota 2 right now.
Emo very slightly in CS, but Limp has a full wave coming into him.
Yeah, Emo did what he had to do for this matchup, though. He's rushing bottle, so he'll have, obviously he has it already, and he'll be able to grab a rune. Limp a little slower on it, so he will not be able to bottle a water rune unless he just camps it, I suppose. Oh no, Emo.
I like that. Pushes the
is
lane in, gets the courier, but pushes the lane in while Emo wants to go for the water rune.
Yeah, that's huge because that was the stick. Pugna always spams spells, and Lesh, you turn mana into more CS and more harass, so a nice little bonus there for Limp, who also does bottle the bounty rune, so will be full HP, full mana. Definitely ahead in this lane in terms of regen. But I digress. Let us check out other lanes. Bottom, Io Gyro against Snapfire DK. Not really much going to happen here. They're just going to
snooze fest.
Yeah, indeed. Let's get the hell out of here. Top. Spectre Elder Titan against Lion Mars. There could be a bit more action, ET gets a little too aggressive, maybe takes a stun combo, but I actually think mid might just be the matchup. Like, probably some passivity otherwise.
Yeah, it sounds about right. Every single time I look at bottom lane, I regret it. Let's not do that anymore. DK off lane, so boring.
It is an S4 special. He's been playing this hero multiple lanes in his career. One of the masters, you know, DK, Batrider, Brewmaster, all I think associated with our boy Carl. Emo running back to base to fill up his bottle. Limp is just going to chill mid.
You know what's funny is like the mini-map constantly makes me want to look at bottom because they're always on top of each other. But then I'm like, no, 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 no. DK doesn't take any damage. And Gyrocopter most likely not taking any damage either.
Lane. This was really nice by Emo. So I like that decision. So he ran back to base primarily, I believe, because then he could come back, shove Limp out, and then control the water rune. So really nice play there. He's even going to steal his stack, it appears.
Limp comes back to take the rest of it, so they split it between the two of them, but it also means a creep wave was kind of missed by Limp as well.
That was really nice from Emo. I like that. I'm going to steal that and do it in my own games. Have a tryout for Arkosh coming up at the end of this tournament, so I got to be on my A game. I've been studying.
That's very exciting. Looking forward to trying.
Radiant's courier has been killed.
What? What was that courier?
What do you mean? He warded, saw it, nabbed it.
What was it doing standing there in the middle of the lane?
Scouting.
Yeah, scouting when their creeps were on the way, or what?
Good point, good point.
Nice maybe they can actually catch Ollie here. The minus armor, it's enough. Whoa! They've got him. S4 gets the first blood. Who said Dragonite lanes were boring?
Yeah, that was a nice job there. They can only really kill the Wisp, and did a great job. Oh, Emo, careful.
It's a little battle back and forth between these two. Limp has so much damage to threaten Emo at the exact same time, can't drain for very long.
It's just funny because FNG, you know, Limp was losing. FNG TPs mid, fills bottle, Limp starts pressuring. Okay, now Ollie TPs, fills bottle, and now Emo's going to start pressuring, and the seesaw continues. Oh, hey.
Around it goes. But this time around, Hanskin gets a little bit of a bonus for doing it here. He's going to sit and wait for the power rune as well. And he's got FNG to do the same on the other side. So Emo, he does have Kaka closing in here, and he's going to try and challenge these heroes. Does manage to get the stun, hoping to be able to back up, but the Spectre just hit level 6. This is really nicely timed, but Kaka interrupts them with a really nice impale.
Wow.
And Emo slowed down. They really thought they had that. That was 4 heroes, but Kaka, such a good play.
That was nuts. You see how long? That's the patience. You know, I always go back to that interview with Zai when he talks about how patience is the most important characteristic of a pro Dota player. Like, he holds stun there for a full 5 or 6 seconds. A lot of players would just, you know, throw it out. But because he's holding it, Limp never starts channeling ult. And it doesn't even hit Limp. But it gets the key hero. He even hexes to deny Spectre the illusion. Just a really nice job. Yeah. What is that on Mars? I saw him buy Armlet earlier today. Now you're telling me it's a Perseverance? What for? Is he buying Battle Fury?
Am I forgetting an item? Lotus Orb?
Oh, no.
Lotus Orb against Pugna?
No, it's not Lotus Orb.
Lotus
it's not Lotus Orb, Cap. I knew it. It's the Meteor Hammer.
Oh!
Oh, boy.
The Spear Meteor Hammer combo. We've seen it before.
I was in his head, Cap. I knew it. You were thinking defensive, but JT, this man is an offensive-minded player. And if it's not Armlet, assuredly, it must be the Meteor Hammer. It does make sense, so they have Lion. So much. Look at it! Look at it, the CC! The bonus! Oh, my God.
He's so good.
They don't even need the finger, Cap, because the Meteor Hammer. What can you do about the wrath of God as Mars calls down fire from the heavens? JT making Meme Hammer look like a mean hammer. 4K net worth. How is he's the most farmed player on his team? This
Yes.
is this meta? The mana regen? The tower pressure?
No, it is legitimately good. I don't know how many times we've seen it in pro games, but I've seen a lot of pubs playing with Meteor Hammer Mars. And the one thing that Mars doesn't do super well is take down the tower, right? And all of a sudden Meteor Hammer, it's like, he gets it and all of a sudden the tower's just dead.
Yeah, this is actually pretty nasty. He has it once per wave.
Yeah, and like, what else are you going to be doing after you spear someone? You're going to right-click them a few times? It's like, usually not that much. If you go with the Armlet build, I guess it is a decent amount.
Dude,
but if you go the Blink Dagger build, it's not that much damage.
JT has been balling out, man. It's crazy.
JT, who actually did not have anywhere to go in Southeast Asia, I believe.
Yeah.
And it's how he ended up in IG.
I feel like that happens to a lot of players, even Ice, right? Just move on to greener pastures. Nice regen rune from Emo. Always a big fan of picking one of those up myself. Just a free ancient triple stack.
Trading outside lane towers. S4 is going to be going for a fast Blink Dagger here, which is what they need, right? They just need him to go in because they have so many backline heroes. And it's going to be a bit until Spectre can kind of be that strong force.
Yeah. He's in some serious trouble because JT is here. And, love Lesh, man. One glyph, that's one edict, and now the Meteor Hammer.
Yeah. You're going to fight for this.
Is that the target, though, folks?
S4 thought it was. It is enough to push them back.
Okay. Chip Vest on... I mean, the beauty of this build for JT, he has so much health regen. When he gets Chip Vest, he'll have nearly 20 HPS. Oh, hey.
There he goes.
And the concern with the Alliance draft is, until S4 has Blink, they literally can't make plays, right? It's Pugna, who's not really dominating the game. He didn't lose the lane, of course, but he just traded. And you typically want to be the one pressuring mid-tower yourself, right? But that tower is only taking 2 blasts. JT.
Barely at the vision. Nico Baby's going to come in and finish off Ollie. But he's too damn fast.
I thought it was a play for bottom. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. The hammer.
The hammer. Limp.
JT.
Boy's a beast.
He's owning, like, no wonder this team's 11-1 cap. And remember, they're still playing for seeding. You know, they want to demonstrate we are the #1 team in this very, very strong Group A. Like, man, I just still can't believe how good IG has looked, right? You've got the #1 team in Europe currently getting whomped by JT's Meme Hammer. You already took down EG, VP, Aster, T1, #1 EU, #1 SEA, and the reigning TI champ. Huh?
For the general viewer,
What?
who maybe isn't as intimate with the Dota 2 scene, Kyle is being facetious. He is being a bit sarcastic when he says the #1 EU team Alliance was #1. They would top out the groups of DPC, but they would go on to not do so well at LAN environments. So.
But that was Cap. They're the #1 team from Europe. Okay, that's how they were seeded, and that's how you should call them. I don't know why this is not a laughing matter. Okay, it's important that we remember the storylines that brought us here to this mythical tournament we've waited so long for. TI10. Speaking of, this is like what I feel like we've seen IG and PSG do, and Vici to an extent. All tournament long, where it's like it's 3-2, but they're just owning, right? Like Alliance, because they're unable to make plays, they're just farming but slower, and now all of a sudden, oh, Nico.
You could have another 1,500 HP on Nico Baby, and he would still be dead.
I'm in awe, dude. Like, they're just playing so well. JT's gonna have a Blink Dagger. in a couple of moments.
There's your fast mech.
There you go. Thank you, Ollie. I was like so sure. I understand Holy Locket, but if no one's buying a mech, the Wisp has to buy the mech. And you're going to see
You're going to save him? Oh!
Damn it. I was about to be so right. Oh, Ollie.
Good pickoff by Alliance.
Was that the blink reveal?
I assume so.
Yep.
They probably smoked for it too.
Yeah, DK Snapfire is a significant amount of damage. So close, Ollie, with that save. That would have been sick. And they probably turned that around too. Almost Aghanims on Fly. Do we see many rushed Ags on Gyro nowadays? I feel like there's always that Maelstrom or Crystallis build-up.
Yeah, he also didn't go any levels of stats, which I'm kind of okay with. I feel like that build is overused.
Yeah, I think so. I think it's part of the reason the hero doesn't win any games.
Like, Rocket Barrage is still an amazing ability.
Like, tell me, I mean, maybe this is a little... Hang on.
Slow down. Cookie gets him out of there. Limp. Uh-oh. Spear catches him, pushes him down to low ground, and Hanskin's going to just be stuck here waiting for his inevitable doom.
Yeah, I mean, Emo's build, he's just so damn tanky, especially with a Wisp behind him. I love this, actually. Wait, hold up. Look at Emo. Click, look.
Yeah, I know. I know. He's holding his money. He couldn't decide, all right? He's doing a little bit of window shopping while he's killing heroes.
He has more money saved than he spent.
7,700 net worth, 4,000 of it sitting in the bank. There is no interest in Dota 2, in case anybody is wondering. There is no 5%. Can't invest the money in any way.
I guarantee they didn't see that coming. He's just going to show up with a BKB.
Yeah,
oh my
that
God.
is going to make Limp super unhappy.
That is unbelievable.
He's going to see Leshrac use Split Earth at some point in time, and he's going to be like, yes, it's my time to shine.
How is he even scaling? Like, he has 142 CS with no mana regen items. Like, did they just get, like, every single rune? How is that even possible? I play this hero. That's my most played hero in Dota. I have no idea how he's so farmed. With, like, what, mana potions here or there?
He's even got the second level of Pulse Nova.
Oh my goodness.
Which I know you like to have mini rants about.
The Ocean Heart helps. Hang on. Big fight upcoming, I'm almost certain. You have a BKB on your lash. You're ready to battle the Alliance. They think they're strong, but there's going to be an Emo amongst them spreading sadness in just a few moments. The Blink is ready on the Mars as well.
He gets the right kind of spear here. Catching S4, does catch a stun, but it doesn't matter. It's going to be able to set up the rest of his team to be able to come in. The Cookie is not going to be enough to save the DK. All hands off deck, I guess. Get out.
Dude, this is like, this is just an outclass, Cap. Like, IG look like they're playing a different game right now. Chess against checkers. This is bridge against Go Fish.
I want to talk to you about this Spectre build.
Okay.
Do you think it's always the right build to go Aghanim Scepter? Because for me, I look at this and I say that, like, Aghanim Spectre is really cool because it makes this hero a lot more active.
Yep.
But I feel like Alliance can't actually fight into IG.
Yeah, I think that Blade, if there were ever a game for Blade Mail, this was it, right? Where, you know, even, I still think the Aghanims is solid, don't get me wrong, but I feel like Blade Mail, even though it's a defensive tool, it's a lot of damage, and Lesh and Gyro, like, they can't turn it off, right? So it would have given you a bit more. I just wanted to comment, JT's initiation in that last fight, you can tell he's an expert on the hero, because he blinked in and W'd, cancel the blink, then Arena, then Spear.
Yep. Relocate. They're going to try and catch JT here, blow him up with a blast. That's going to be pretty good. Split Earth coming out. That's actually going to be able to catch 3 heroes. Not too bad. Slowing them down, doing some damage. They're going to come back in for this fight now. Going for the IO, taking him out. There's going to be no relocate out of here. Flyfly just going to go for a good old-fashioned TP, but denied by Limp. Alliance win a big, big fight there. And that is going to be the Aghanim Scepter complete for the Spectre, too. Oh, and they're going to catch Kaka. Oh, he's got a Blink Dagger. They're not going to get him.
Gotta run.
Oh! Scary stuff.
So a little bit over-aggressive there from IG. You got to put some respect on Alliance's name as they battle back, and that's a pretty big turnaround. They're getting to a point now. Aghanim's upcoming on the Spectre. Like, it's, you know, still a pretty big, I think, late-game power spike for this squad. And yeah, he has Aghanims already. Like, that's a big deal. You've got a lot of damage you can throw on. That's a dead limp.
Ooh.
And because you rushed BKB on the Leshrac, yeah, he's top net worth, but he won't necessarily stay there, right? You still, I don't care how good you are, you have less than well, now barely over 1,000 mana. You are not going to be able to clear creep waves as efficiently. BKB Gyro will be a big timing as well. I expect JT. Yep, he will go the same. It's fun. I actually feel like Meteor Hammer might be valid.
Oh yeah.
I don't even think it's a meme. It's just,
no. I don't. I think it's definitely legit.
With the Lion especially.
Yeah. Obviously, the biggest problem is that you're going to delay your Blink Dagger, and there's going to be this window of time. It's really good at solo pickoffs, right? But there is going to be this period of time where you can never get off the Meteor Hammer stun in team fights. It requires you to get BKB to be able to do that. They've already killed Ollie. They're going to be able to get the snapback on the Split Earth on a Fly as well. He's low. Missing. Okay, the cookie does land. Fly, a little bit more magic damage. They are going to be able to bring him down. Another good fight for Alliance. As IG continuing to get caught by Alliance's moves, and they are bringing down this net worth lead pretty nicely. Bit by bit, it's going down.
Oh yeah, and you can even see the win probability still not firmly in control. Never really was from IG. They are playing into a Spectre after all. Limp is once again very dead.
Yeah, they at one point in time had a 79% win probability on IG. And now it's been brought back down to much more realistic areas here. Ollie relocating in, filling the bottle for Emo. That's why this man is having mana. Ollie is just being a mana servant for him.
I actually really like the way IG, you know, I think this is something a lot of the top teams are doing. They just use their spells off cooldown. Like, you don't see them saving very often. Like, yeah, just reload in, efficiency to your Lesh, okay, TV top, play with your Gyro. Like, okay, that's a kill. Like, the reason that can happen is because Emo is still like half mana. And in the meantime, mid lane, oh look, we're setting up potentially another kill. No Arena, no Finger either, so probably not going to work out here.
Oh, go for the Orchid third item on Nico Baby.
Ooh. Into BKBs?
Yeah, but he wants to kill Ollie first, right?
That's true. Or the Lion.
Or the Lion. Yeah, he's just going to be able to, like, these supports will never, especially Lion, will never be able to show alone. I'm not sure when Ollie would ever show alone. So, that's not a bad idea. It's going to get, well, he's going to see that Orchid. Ollie's going to see that Orchid, and I think at some point, I think almost right now, you should just switch it up and try and go for Greaves, right?
Yeah. Glimmer Cape's not bad either.
Sure, yeah. Roshan for free. Alliance are not going to contest. And they do know about it too. I think there's an active choice not to try and fight IG right now.
That stomp AoE is so big.
Yeah.
See, Alliance's draft, the thing is they need that one fight. Right now, they're that item or two behind still. But if they can get a couple of pickoffs or just churn the tides just a little bit, one play by Nico Baby off a blink stun by somebody, like suddenly you're back in this. And like if you look at the items, they're ready, right? Veil, Solar, Aghanims, soon to be BKB. There it is for Limp. Like they're ready. But so is IG, who are soon going to have all of their BKBs up and running. A nice smoke predicting this push to tier 2 top, but IG, they back away. Gotta be careful as Alliance. If they show here, a lot of vision right now placed by IG. Oh, Alliance, be careful. Here comes JT.
Gonna stop him from being able to get off the Meteor Hammer. There goes the Spectre ultimate. They're gonna try and blow up JT, and should be able to do so. The Arena will not save him. DK is not gonna fall as quickly. In fact, the Finger is still not gonna be enough. They blow the BKB, but their supports, their back line was in trouble there. They just pretty much popped a BKB to trade 1 for 2. Not a great exchange for IG. Alliance could be very happy with that engagement.
Yeah, if JT lives there, that could be huge. But you can see Ollie is hesitant to tether because he needs to stay with his core. The mech not quite enough to save.
Maybe if he had completed up Holy Locket, he could have passed over those charges.
And Lesh feeling himself now, of course. Emo with the Nether Shawl along with the Kaya. He's going to deal some significant damage.
Do you still think Nether Shawl after the nerfs? Do you think it's still a broken item?
I mean, yeah, it's pretty good still.
It's just like the basic idea is always going to be kind of insane, right?
Yeah, like it doesn't give, like the problem was before was just like too much spell amp. Like it was like too much gold represented, right? Because of how hard it is to get magic resist and spell damage. So the idea that you just got both and all you had to pay was 3 armor was pretty nasty. But it's still probably the best item you can get here on Lesh. Now an Invis rune. They're hunting. No finger. But he's going to grab the regen. That's level 12 on Kaka.
Because they've got IO Gyrocopter, they're definitely going to keep scaling.
Yes.
Into the late game. So there's not any fear of like, oh, the Spectre's soon going to outpace us.
That's the problem with DK offlane here, right? We saw this when Mind Control and Team Nigma were using to great success. The problem was, and why it eventually stopped getting picked, was because you just simply didn't deal enough damage. Now there's 3 BKBs on IG.
You know that's interesting is that like I kept on repeating this mantra of like if you're ever going to draft 3 DK, always draft damage from your forward position. And I guess Snapfire does do that with kisses.
Indeed.
But I don't know. I guess they do have a lot of damage, actually. ET, Snapfire, and Pugna. Yeah, they've got a lot of damage behind it.
I love it. IG's always making, like, they're playing so fast. And always moves made, multiple areas of the map. They take tier 2 as they get a kill. And you can play so confident. Like, Emo is just playing like a baller, right? He's just not afraid. He's running at Limp. He has reload to threaten. He's literally just running at Limp. Okay.
BKB forced. Oh no, where was he TPing? That was a long TP.
What?
Disaster. At the same time, Alliance do find an opening in the mid lane. They kill the Lion, but they got to get out. The relocate back is coming soon.
I can't. Oh my goodness. I think he went tier 3 mid, but it was close enough to the TP that was tier 2 mid.
BKB used. These kind of pokes are totally free. It's not like JT is afraid of dying.
Yes, and as far as like, yes guys, they saw this. They were playing with a lot of info. I wonder, okay, so I don't know whether to credit Emo for sticking to Limp, or if using that ward, they saw him TP and someone called long TP, long TP. I bet you it's possible.
Oh yeah.
Which is just nuts because the fact that IG is just on a different level right now. And again, it's still just a 5-kill lead, but it's the map control, right? All these tier 2s have fallen. And now they're just going to camp this mid-wave. JT is a baller, dude. He is level 18. He is tied with the Spectre. This Alliance hunt bottom. I expect IG to just potentially move into to this top lane. Funny that Emo, he's now going Bloodstone, but he could have almost bought that in bulk like 15 minutes ago. Instead had that 12-minute BKB.
I haven't noticed. I haven't played Mars in a bit.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Used to be one of my favorite heroes. This left talent minus 10% bulwark move speed penalty. That's so random.
Yeah, that's not great.
Hell? Does anybody go that? Has anybody ever gone that in the history of Dota?
Yeah, I mean, it's 20% when active. It can go to 10%. Maybe they're just like, hey, it's half as much. That's pretty good, guys.
Little bit of a poke at the tier 3.
Yeah, no TP.
Keep doing this between Meteor Hammer and Diabolic Edicts. Yeah, Alliance are going to have to answer it sometime soon.
No TP on the Dragon Knight, so they had to smoke towards it. but IG's already backed off. Just going to play conservative. Love that ward. One of my favorite wards to place in the top part of the base. Because you'll usually check, you can already see FNG, he checks below the tower, but nobody ever places it above. But they cut the trees, so it gives even more vision. Mid. Okay.
Oh boy, a nice fast jump there from Alliance. Just overwhelms the Gyrocopter's HP pool to a point that Ollie could not keep him alive or even think about relocating him out.
Are they going to look to fight?
They maybe are. They're going to turn around and try and hit S4 right now. Kaka, Ghost Scepter's not going to save him too much magic damage. Nico Baby is in deep here. And with the cookie, actually does manage to kill the IO, but will die to the finger.
What?
Overcommits himself, perhaps. I mean, they were probably feeling like Alliance was looking at this and going like, this is our chance, this is our chance, this is where we can break open the game. But underestimating the damage that Emo can output.
Man, what? I'm telling you, man, IG, they're just ballers. Like, they're down their carry, right? Kaka still immediately buys back. And they figure, look, DK has no BKB. He's as good as dead because we have so much damn damage. And they just fight on anyway. Bloodstone charges for the Leshrac. Nobody buying Silver Edge, though, which might be necessary at some point, considering they're playing against a Spectre and a DK. There's the Octarine.
Oh, Fly is getting it.
Oh, he is? Okay, I figured he might. That's really the only candidate. I think it's the right timing as well. Post Scotty to limit the regen that Pugna could potentially put out.
Yeah. Of course, Crystallis buildup is really nice as well for Gyrocopter. That's kind of been the main item for a lot of these gyros when they go the stat build.
Roshan.
So everything feels very natural for him still.
10 seconds. Will Kaka check it again? 4 seconds on Roshan.
There's no way he checks it again.
He's going to check it again. Nemo's going to do it.
He's not going to do it in the next 10 seconds.
Yes, he is. Oh, whoa. Hold up.
But he's definitely not now because JT's dead. Oh, he did check it. Not really. He's hiding, but I'll let you be right.
That is the combo, though. Like, Alliance know their power level. If you can get the stun off, Pugna and ET is such an absurd amount of damage because you remove all of the magic resist and then increase the damage by 60%.
Yeah.
So suddenly this blast, Snapfire ultimate, even the Echo Stomp does a crazy amount of damage. And they've got Gobble Up. The save is now there. I think that's the right move. It's like the Pudge shard, right? Where suddenly the stun combo can be broken and that core that gets jumped by IG is free to BKB.
Oh, that found him. Run into the trees, far away. Uh-oh, he's going to have to pop his ultimate and get out of this one. Other one, Kaka, but they can actually take a team fight off this one. Nico Baby jumps over to where the Gyrocopter's at, S4. Oh dear, he's realizing now the Scotty on the Gyrocopter's a bit too much for him. He TP's back safely. Good play all around.
Once again, though, it's like it's 4-on-5, right? And somehow IG are like winning. Now you get the respawn. You force the BKB. Do you go into the pit? I think it's the right time.
Yeah.
But if you got to be careful. You're playing into Pugna Ward, into the Echo Stomp of FNG. They still have outpost control, though, which is big. So maybe you just, exactly, smoke forwards. Take advantageous positioning. Alliance are going to think you're roshing. You fight them instead. They used Haunt for that, keep in mind.
Yeah, especially since Elder Titan has to be somewhere in the area usually in order to get a Spirit into Roshan, so he's got to think at least be here. So they tried to look for him, see if they can get the pick off there. FNG did back away very wisely, fast enough. Now, they've chased him and pushed him back. They're going to try and go for the Roshan. Stomp will interrupt them here, and they're going to go for it. Ooh, Alliance. They're going to smoke up, but they're just going to be a little bit too late to Roshan. You can see Kaka ready to go for the interception. They try and interrupt him, and they do manage to get the stun in time. He gets speared, and they trade out Lion for DK. Right away, BKB teleport out. Limp is free to escape.
Man, what a bold move by S4, though. No BKB, just throws his body in. He knows he's dead. Like, he got evaporated.
Yeah.
Let's see. Okay, who'd they give the shard to? Okay, they gave it to Lesh. Interestingly enough, you see Ollie bought his himself, which I think makes a lot of sense in this game. you're going to give the bonus 10% move speed, but now it's a tether stun. So that's a big deal. Gyro's just going to run in, and you can catch people off guard with that. It's also really effective because he'll stun all the Spectre illusions.
Yeah, I think that's the biggest thing, right? He knows Spectre has to go for him, and Spectre is going to jump onto Io and just immediately be stunned.
Yeah.
It's a good way for him to be able to get a little bit of distance between that instant gap close.
A lot of little efficiencies from IG, you know, the healing salves as well for the Wisp. And Alliance, you know, they're not out of this, but you can certainly tell that they do not feel in control of their destiny in this game. Like, DK net worth starting to fall off, as is Limps. It's really all in on Nico Baby. And IG still the top 2 cores in terms of net worth. Silver Edge, there it is. Oh, goodness gracious. You have to be so careful as Nico Baby now.
Yeah, this is going to be a huge difference in this next team fight. And if Nico Baby, if he jumps in, gets hit by the tether stun, and then broken, I think he may just die before he's unstunned. And even then, it doesn't matter. He doesn't have any form of Dispel yet. He's got to build up that BKB next. So Alliance should really be looking to stall right now, which they do seem to have that idea, which is good.
Let's see. As this bottom tier 1 is still up, you can just see like Radiant just doesn't care about their safe lane tower. But I do expect that they will just pursue high ground. JT almost has a heart. I think he's going to farm Ancients for it. Alliance just doing what they can to stay out on the map, but I feel like they're in a very difficult spot at the moment. You could wait. They have Sheepstick soon on their left track. There's the heart. Goodness, JT is enormous.
Do you think that Pipe is worth it against these Elder Titans?
Yes. I think Pipe would have been the item for JT. Okay. He's bought a heart instead.
If they weren't like already secured, do you think he would have gone Pipe?
Yeah,
because the last couple of ET games, I haven't seen anybody build Pipe, and I'm just like, why not though?
Yeah. It's just so necessary. Late game as well, like BKBs are nice, but you get to a point where like the magic damage, especially when you have a hero like Pugna, like if BKB is on cooldown, like he just slaughters you. I think Limp talented for the Netherblast. I think he'll go for the life drain heal afterwards.
Yeah, just all in on the Spectre.
Yeah.
Oh, they didn't get the Fire Snap cookie. Restores 200 health.
I think the damage is nice. He's going to go Blink Shard.
Yeah, I was just thinking, like, if they're already... Limps already has the idea of, like, they drafted Pugna Spectre, you know, keep the Spectre alive at all costs. I thought they would double down on that healing idea, that concept.
And just some updates. Aster did 2-0 Thunder Predator. And EG was just 2-0'd by Virtus Pro. That is a huge...
Wow.
Huge series.
That blows that top half of the bracket or group like wide open. Remember when they were assaulting the tier 3 and it looked like Alliance weren't able to like, it was just a risk. They were able to Meteor Hammer and Diabolic eat it kind of for free. IG finally going back to it, which I feel like that happened like 10 minutes ago. Tier 3 finally falls. And it is just at the tail end of Aegis that they're doing this. But now that the Aegis is expiring, they're going to back up. Chinese teams are just so disciplined about building up their advantage to an insurmountable... Like, Vici Gaming has definitely been doing that to an extreme degree. IG.
Elephant, maybe a little too extreme.
Elephant too extreme. I would say LGD is the exception to this rule.
No, I agree. IG, like, even though they're just not slouching, right? And it's not that they, like, they're not playing like passive necessarily. They're just not taking unnecessary risks. As we say that,
They managed to get... Oh, that would have been a sick move. Nico Baby, very smart, but Ollie could read that was going to happen, right? If he waits for the last second to go for that tether, you know, to do like the really cool like instant tether, relocate out, it would have been too late. He would have been silenced and he wouldn't have been able to save the gyrocopter.
But the shard's done. Yeah?
No, but the fact that he tethered preemptively. He tethered like 4 seconds before.
Okay, I get what you're saying.
Yeah. Which normally is like not what you think of doing, just because like, oh, what if I get blown up or something like that. But he already knew about the Orchid and he planned accordingly. Nico Baby had the right idea, but Ollie countered it. And as a result, Haunt is on cooldown. Though IG seems to have no plan to rush things today.
And now he's got the Witchbane. That's hype. He can cleanse himself or his gyro, but
oh yeah,
that is super hype.
Doesn't have to worry about Spirit Vessel, Decrepify, Orchid. Dagger? Dagger. Oh, man, that damage. Emo somehow stays alive, gets off the BKB Bloodstone, and turns the fight around. Alliance were so close to a crucial pickoff that could have helped them turn this game around, but instead is going to be the bells tolling for them. As game one looks like it may be coming to a close as they have 0 buybacks on their heroes. That was like 100 damage from being a great pickoff. And this game extending another 10 minutes, but instead it ends right away.
Yep. Emo just kind of pushing limits to the maximum. I know it's 23-16. They made it almost 40 minutes, but really this game was not close, man. Like, IG is just... They're a damn good Dota team. And not to take anything away from Alliance, but, you know, this felt a lot like what we saw during the DPC. And I just think you need something a little sterner. Like, did we see them, like, make... Like, they just didn't make moves. It felt... I don't even know.
They got some nice pickoffs and stuff. I think a decent amount just comes down to the fact that Emo felt so strong.
Yeah, it's just, I don't know. Maybe it's just the IG effect. Like, this team is the best in group for a reason.
Yeah.
And all I want to see, Alliance, like, don't necessarily, like, pick something crazy. But, you know, we've seen this from them before. I would like to... maybe just see them branch out just a little bit. Like, I don't even know what to necessarily. Like, a Nico Baby Slark, as an example. That hero hasn't lost at TI. Only played 2 games, but still.
Okay.
Something that empowers him to, like, play Dota. You know, get
you
this
don't, you don't want to
carry.
see, like, hard carry Nico Baby. You want to see active Nico Baby.
Yeah, it's still a hard carry, but it's something that can do more than just like farm up the first or second item before you actually can enter the game of Dota. But
okay, well, we are going to go to a game 2 after a break. Again, there are nothing changes about the outcome of this series. So both the teams are just playing this for either seeding purposes or just to be able to get some more practice and some more time before the main event, because both of these teams are going to the playoffs. So we'll be back game 2 after this break. Welcome back. It's the last game of the night. Last game of a full day of groups here at TI-10. Tomorrow we have another day of groups, but it's not a full day. We're only going to have 3 series with the potential for tiebreakers. The first part of the International 10 is almost done, Kyle.
Indeed. Groups, I think groups are always kind of crazy.
10
Yes.
seconds remaining.
It's a billion games all happening at once.
It's just so much.
5 seconds
Like
remaining.
I think from a observer perspective, it's kind of cool. It's just like Dota overload, and then you take a break and you get into the matchups. This year, I think a couple surprising stories. Undying, probably most of all, like the fact that they took the only game so far off of IG. That they also took a game off OG. And are quite possibly going to head to upper bracket. Just want to shout out my boy Moon. Hardest working, never gave up, never choked. Won
Never
2
ever.
majors. Never ever, exactly. And then we look at the group we are currently in. I think Alliance, maybe, if there's anything I feel like they could have shifted. I saw them win a game with Silencer mid from Limp, and I saw them win, I believe, twice with Sniper mid. And I really think that that's maybe
10
something
seconds remaining.
they could have stuck with. Like
5 seconds
like I said,
remaining.
I don't know, man. I don't know what the hell I'm talking about, Cap.
True.
I'm tired.
Rare moment of honesty coming from.
Invictus
They didn't
Games
win
turn
with
to ban.
one of the sniper games, right?
Let me double check. Oh, poor guys, man. They have lost every game they played today.
Yeah, they played sniper against T1.
Oh, this was the big
Game
day
2.
for them
10
too. They
seconds
were playing
remaining.
Alliance realistically. They started this day 4-6,
5 seconds
but they still had a
remaining.
shot, at the upper bracket.
Turn to ban.
They weren't out of it by any means. They got 2-0'd by Undying, got 2-0'd by T1, and you're now matched up against the best team in your group, and you're already down 1-0. And let's see, this team, they beat EG to finish off yesterday, right? That was a great finish for them. Oof.
10 seconds remaining.
Shows that they have great potential. How do you
5
even
seconds remaining.
like you've gone through
Gaming's
group
turn
stage
to
before,
ban.
Kyle? In fact, you made upper bracket at TI5. How'd you do that?
What's that supposed to mean? Well, I think groups are where you can sneak wins a lot of the time.
Have you ever had to play a dead rubber match at TI?
10 seconds remaining.
We technically did, like we were guaranteed for the upper bracket
Invictus
when we played our
Gaming's
last
turn
match,
to
but
Okay.
it mattered to
Alliance's
the team
turn
we were
to
playing.
Oh,
And
okay.
you want to do as well as you can.
Like what is the mentality of how do you approach that? Because like you don't want to reveal anything, but at the same time, is there anything left to experiment? Like, surely by this point in time, you will
10
have
seconds
figured yourself
remaining.
out to a certain
I
degree.
think-
Like, especially if you're in an upper bracket team. Like, if you're IG,
5
surely you've
seconds
figured
remaining.
yourself out. You've
No.
figured out what's working for you.
I remember because we played Fnatic, and I played my only Veno of the tournament, and that was something we had always thought about, and it was just the right game for it.
Okay.
So you just play Dota. Like end of the day, this is fun. Like I think that's also why you see certain teams winning and certain teams losing. I've seen Alliance around the hotel. Waved, maybe tried to say hi. And this could be because, I'm not going to say that this means they're nervous. They could just not like me. They wouldn't be alone in that.
Yeah, you tried to wave at them and they ignored you. That's
That's how it goes.
yeah.
But I don't see smiles, right?
Okay.
I got
Alliance's
Sumail,
turn to pick.
shooting the shit, laughing, no tails, like tweeting about how he loves his life, and the scene.
Give me more examples though than just OG and Alliance. Have you seen anybody else
EG
looking like
have
they're
not
having a
looked
good
happy.
time?
EG have not looked happy.
Yeah, EG.
Beast Coast
I
kept been
agree.
smiling when I saw them. Undying,
Were or were not?
Remaining.
Were or were not Beast Coast?
We're smiling, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And the people
that's
I
what I
saw,
thought. Because every single time I've seen Beast Coast at lands, they always
Invictus
look like they're having a good time.
Gaming's turn to
Yeah, it's kind of funny. What was it? OG. If I could, you know that scene? I don't remember the name of the song. The scene from the very end when Steve Carell starts singing at the end of the 40-year-old virgin. Okay, that is like the OG mentality at this TI.
10 seconds remaining.
Been too long since I've seen that movie. Pretty sure I fell asleep through it
5
at some point.
seconds remaining.
Wouldn't be the first time. I'm trying to think. You don't really see any of the Chinese teams, which makes sense. I have seen LGD. They're just chill vibes, you know? I think you can kind of pick up on different teams' energy levels though. And you know, I'm not gonna say who, but like a couple of players basically telling me that their experiences in scrims and also just kind of interacting with other teams, like that a few of them were just very nervous. And I think it certainly affects people's play. To your point about groups, how do you succeed? You just got to come out and ball out, play Dota. You've got to win the important series, and I think that that's kind of an element to this. Like we ran techies as an example. I'm still embarrassed, but we stole a game off of, I think it was IG at TI5 using techies back when they had burning, and we had game planned it, right? We saved it for them, so that gave us like a freebie win in my view. And then we had to win the series that counted. Notably, I believe it was C9 and Navi that we were able to 2-0. So if we didn't do that, like suddenly we're in a tiebreaker, we're fighting for lower bracket. But I think that if you're Alliance, as an example, you're going to really regret
5 seconds remaining.
Losing to...
Like, maybe this wasn't the series that mattered, but you're talking about like, the Undying and T1, because they were both... Like, you take down Undying actually will fall... like right now they're like third, but they would have probably fall to fifth. T1 is currently sitting like fifth or sixth, so they're teams that you realistically should have been able to take down. I think IG is like firmly cemented themselves as like a tier above everybody else in their group.
They've just had a weird read, I think, on the meta. Like they picked Nyx a couple of times in strange spots. Like they took it into Undying's Sand King, which. I get the concept. I think they're considering it a counter pick to ET in some way, but it just doesn't have that elegant impact in the lineup. I think that they've picked up on that. That's why you've seen them drift a bit. ET in the previous game. Now they're going back to a Beastmaster. The name of the game at TI is increasing the power level of your whole lineup. And you see teams that are getting these easy wins, OG notably, when they played, was it against Alliance? No.
Invictus
Hang on, let me find the draft real fast.
Ban.
They did this really cool lineup today with, ET, Wisp, LC, Invoker, and Luna. Okay? They beat Undying in 19 minutes. That's a perfect example of sealing a game. And they lost the next, right? They won one. But consider how hard Undying had to work. 50 minutes to get that win in game 2 when all OG did in that first game was lull, Invoker, Luna, many buffs. We saw Kuro and company do the same 3 or 4 times at the Anti-Major. And that's what I mean when I say getting like the easy wins. Every once in a while, you've just got to pick, their match against EG, right? Mag Jug. How simple is that? I've been waiting, actually, to make this. It was the Ron Swanson burger against the other guys, okay? You know the Ron Swanson hamburger? It's bread, beef, and bread. That's it. That's all it is, okay? Dollar store buns and hamburger. Boom. Quality, solid, acceptable, delicious, okay? And what you saw EG try was super complicated. This Ross the Disruptor duo. It's just all hard. They did it. Thank you. I was talking to you, Nico, earlier. I wanted the Slark. I love it. Vision control. I'm all about this lineup from Alliance. I think it is solid. And they even have a great matchup against the Morphling with the Slark. Point is, you got to draft hamburgers, all right? You don't got to get all artisanal. Anytime your bun is described as like an artisanal brioche bun, I already know this is overrated. Also, shout out whoever rebranded mayonnaise as aioli is a genius, because mayo sounds disgusting. But ooh, a garlic aioli. Well, please, yes sir. I'll even dip my fries in that.
Mm-hmm. I'm not sure if the analogy totally works here.
How so?
Well, okay, the Mag Jug. Sure, that's a meat and potatoes.
No, a hamburger.
Ron Swanson hamburger.
Thank
Sure,
you.
whatever. But I feel like what you were talking about with the multiple layering buffs, that is not a burger bun. That is like layers crafted together that all fit well together. You know.
Yeah, it's a different thing though. Now you're not
It's
talking
like
hamburgers. Now you're talking like a grilled cheese. Where yeah, of course you need a bunch of different kinds of cheese, but if it's cooked properly, it's going to be delicious.
Like what was that minus armor lineup that we saw yesterday? Right? I don't remember who it was, but
that's
like
a BLT.
Complimentary
and crisp. Woo! I love this adaptation. So IG, it looks like they have their 2 supports and their carry, and then they're like, no. Actually, these are all cores, and it makes sense. So you see a Slark, suddenly you really want the core shaker, right?
Yep.
You needed more control, so you give Kaka back his lion.
Yep.
Weaver against Slark, I think is somewhat Slark favored, but I'm not really sure. It's somewhat even, right? You can catch the Weaver for sure, but he can always time lapse away, buy a Hurricane Pike, something like that. But more importantly,
yeah,
he owns Beastmaster in the lane. Morph does not like that matchup. You just bug the boar. The boar attack.
You Shikuchi through it, and yeah.
Boar attack only counts as 1 attack as well on the bugs.
Mm-hmm.
Same goes for the whole creep army. So suddenly Core Weaver feels really strong.
Yeah. You get the shard on it as well.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of help clear through things.
Uh-huh.
On top of that, he is going to have to deal with that man right there.
That's a creepy shield.
FNG Silencer.
That's like the, you ever see the animated Atlantis? That's one of the Guardians. That was the inspiration for that set. I see what you're doing, Val.
Prepare for
We
battle.
talk about this already. The fact that the Chinese voice lines, Valve very explicitly was like, no flaming, nothing offensive. And then the Chinese voice lines are just like, bro, aren't you embarrassed how bad you are? Like, oh, what? Wait, I could have said that? I want to say that.
Yeah. I still think Effie's voice line is genius. All languages, understandable.
Yeah, just giggle.
And
why didn't you giggle into the microphone? That would have been a hot seller. Yeah. Kyle, giggle.
Yeah, I think
giggle right now.
I don't think that would have made it in.
Giggle for
me. You already know it's getting late when the makeup artist, lovely as always, waves goodbye as she goes to take a shuttle home. Are we the last? It's kind of crazy. You typically don't see this. You know, Dota games typically are pretty uniform in their length, but I think Line A finished like an hour and a half ago.
The battle begins.
They were speed running today, the mainstream.
Nobody used their stuns.
Stuns are overrated, Cam.
That was wild. I thought surely that we're going to see a Boundless Strike into a Bounty Rune steal, but he didn't want to level it because then that would make their lane worst. So, and I guess the Bounty Rune isn't worth that cost.
Somebody get this man coffee quick.
What?
You're going to make their lane worst.
Yeah, it's a slight slip of the T. All right.
Oh, boy.
It's better than other slip-ups. Fortunately, we don't have to worry about that at this TI.
Oh, my. What was that from Fly? You see that? He used his invis and got right in melee range and took so much damage. Nice sentry ward place. They've already...
You're not getting what you
wait, what?
I always wonder, like, what's the point of denying a sentry? I don't get it.
That's very weird, because sometimes there's a linger time, so sometimes you can get the enemy sentry with your own, even if they attack yours first.
Uh-huh. No way he was getting the enemy one in this situation. I'm not even sure if he could see it. No!
How did that happen? They're both level 1.
I think he got blocked off from the tower. I think he was on the wrong side of the fissure over here.
Huh.
Whatever that was.
Sorry, I was not even thinking that would be possible. Wasn't looking. That's a weird build from Nico Baby. He went Q level 1. You don't really see that very often, especially against Shaker.
Just wants to push the lane in, secure range creeps.
I guess. I mean, look, Alliance, this is a statement for them right here. You know, IG have dropped 1 game. I think it'd be very good for their confidence if they were able to get a dub here. FNG took so much damage from those 2 archers, by the way. That was wild.
Yeah, that was really cool. Kaka recognized that they were both, like the archers were out of range of 1 hit getting the kill, so he just stood there and fought 2 heroes, saying like, "You want this CS? I'm gonna keep hitting you, and there's potential for me to get a deny in there as well." Dude, Kaka's just owning this lane. Back over to top lane, where they do manage to get the kill on S4's Beastmaster. I mean, this Weaver versus double melee. And a Chen to be able to win the lane. He got a Harpy Stormcrafter too.
This is the most absurd lane, and that's the one danger of picking this monkey support. You're terrible against these creep heroes, Cap. Like, especially Chen, because he's just hitting you with a creep. You don't get any Jingu stacks, so you're playing like 2-on-1. He's gonna kill it. No, he's not. He's just getting spammed, man.
It's okay. He's got the lifesteal. You can heal up a little bit more. How's mid lane going? 14-4. Void Spirit 16-1. And Emo's got a very big wave pushing into him. So it looks like he's doing pretty well for himself in CS. But Limp, no slouch as he pushes the lane in order to secure the enemy bounty rune. Always love that play. And not much Emo can do about it either, because he doesn't have any wave clear. Morphling isn't your traditional mid hero.
He's going to heal up. Morph mid is great because you're almost always under tower. So you see him just go full agi and then just eat a tango, regen so much.
And since they put in the change of Adaptive Strike, you can just kind of freely use Strength, Adaptive Strike, and secure denies, and then occasionally use the other one, the Agility one, to secure last hit on range creeps.
Yeah, he's doing quite well middle. This is, I think, another reason they put the Morph mid is you know it's going to be Void Spirit, and you just hit so hard, like 96 damage right now in mid lane, so Limp pretty much has to CS with spells. And anytime you can give a Morph a relatively free laning phase, you're going to be pretty happy about that.
Yeah.
Bottom lane, though, Nico Baby is doing
double board kills, but he's not going to go for it. He's going to go for S4 instead. S4 has the bugs on him. He can't get him off fast enough. Meanwhile, though, Hanskin can get the kill on Fly, a big pickup. The lifesteal trying to keep himself alive, but it's not going to work. Double kill for Ollie.
What a beast. Yeah, I mean, the supports of IG, I really feel like all of the Chinese supports, like, are just unbelievable.
Yes.
Like, PYW and DY over on Vici are incredible.
They make that squad so good.
Indeed. And here, it's just, I'm just watching Kaka and Ollie just 2 games in a row to absolutely crush their opponents. Like, JT kind of feels like a monster, but how much of that is that he just gets to lane with Kaka every game?
Yeah. Oh, nice read here from FNG. He could turn around. It may cost him his life, but they're going to get a lot of damage in from these arcane curses. Unfortunately, the pounce again missing here. And Kaka, yeah, a lot of stick charges. And they've got another round of the Impale. Never mind. This is Nico Baby's death.
Wow. Like, bro, they are getting styled on. This is like the beginning of Step Up when the main character loses all the dance battles because he hasn't had time to train. Trouble is, Alliance, this is day 3 of group stage.
Why was he
final
going
match.
into dance battles if he hasn't done any training?
You gotta watch the movie, man.
I feel like there can't be that much context to add to that. You said it was the beginning of the movie.
Oh, poor S4. Dude, this silly Harpy, man. How is this balanced? How is that balanced? It's a Zeus. He's a Zeus in the lane. 140 damage, Cap. 140.
Yeah. And it used to be that this Harpy had like 500 mana or something, and we were like, that's broken. So instead, Ice Frog's like, you're right, that is broken. Instead, we'll just give him 3 mana regen a second.
Yeah. Oh my goodness gracious.
Yeah. Look at Fly. Oh my god.
Stop. He's already dead.
They're
Leave
already
alone.
lower bracket, bro. Chillax.
Relax.
Goodness me.
Oh, they're taking the tower. Ollie's just tanking it. They're taking it to a tower. 7 minutes cap. There's
Dude,
no
Ollie's level 5. S4's level 4.
Oh my, I mean, he's almost level 6, dude. This is nuts. Like, typically Beastmaster's the one to pressure, right? You get the HOD. He does get the deny. There we go. A little bit of a dub there for S4.
Nice.
But that is such an insane amount of pressure to output already. Like,
Listen, S4's just a genius, all right? He let them push his tower so he could farm it with a deny.
I just can't, like, watching this dude. It's unbelievable.
Oh, didn't get off the dark path fast enough. They've got Echo Slam. Oh, no.
You know
Neither
what?
one of these
Dude,
side lanes
Falcon
is going well.
JT, this guy is so big brain, man. Falcon Blade, Earthshaker after the Meteor Hammer Mars. I dig it.
All right, time to change things up. Bring Hanskin down to this bottom lane, see if they can get the kill on Kaka. They should be able to. Vietz is bound the strike. He's dead. Gets it. Nicely played. Turns around, hits JT too. Kick him out of lane. After all, I mean, your top tower is already dead. If you could hold the creep wave near your tier 2, your support is free to just move around.
That was all Kaka, just setting it up. And now Ollie is zoning the enemy mid laner with an Arcane Moon.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Unbelievable.
Does he have the same Harpy from the very
I think
beginning?
so.
I think
I
so.
legit think
Yeah.
it is the same Harpy.
Yeah.
Limp.
Another one. Oh no, that's 280 damage.
Okay. This is Weaver play to a team. Oh, Kaka. The right place, the right time. How? Where's the team?
Radiant structures are
Like, this is the problem. Oh, you have Silencer Monkey King. What do these heroes do? They're not rotators. They were supposed to win their lanes. They're losing another tower here. Alliance is just getting obliterated.
Yeah.
Like, Ollie is just, he's playing, he's dual boxing right now.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
All right, I'm going to stop gushing. Okay, Alliance. What do we do here? So S4, he's just looking to farm and recover. Like, end of the day, this is very much just a strategy thing. Yeah, Alliance got a little outplayed in the lanes, but I think that IG just set themselves up for success.
Trying to go for the gank here. The Centaur barely lives, gets off the stun. They're still going to go for Kaka here, but JT on his way. Doesn't have the Echo, but he's going to try and land the Enchant Totem. Unfortunately, the damage from the Dissimulate was enough to be able to get the kill on Kaka. Nice read by JT, cutting the right tree that Hanskin jumps to. And he does have a Fissure to block him off. And the double lightnings. Oh, God.
Oh, from the grave, Ollie strikes.
From hell's heart, I stab at thee.
It's just, dude, the draft, the way they rotated, like, the fact that they...
No,
Kaka,
no, he was already TPing. That was an outpost TP, so it was a long one, which means he was already TPing outside of vision, because I think he was
am I watching
in this little area.
Am I watching a 4-position player or the legendary Brazilian mid player that just seemed to be everywhere? Are they the same person?
Pounce, Shadow Dance, all in committing here. JT, is he going to pop the
dunk.
Echo? Waits for the Dark Pact to wear out, then hits the Echo, turns around, Hanskin's dead, but they do get the trade-off. But Nico Baby no longer has the Shadow Dance. Oh, Emo, little bit of a misclick, but they do manage to get back in there to stop that TP, and Nico Baby is going to be caught by the Centaur.
It's just, like, I can't even be mad. I know, Alliance fans, you're probably upset with the performance, but I really wouldn't be. Like, this is IG. They're the best team in this group, and they're playing so well. Like, Kaka just somehow, you know, you look around, he's just where he needs to be.
Yeah, wasn't he over here not too long ago getting this kill?
Just unbelievable. And look, the fact that they opened with what was effectively their 3 cores, I think is just insane to me. Because Alliance set up once again for the lanes they thought they were going to get, right? It's like, okay, we're going to have Beast Master versus Morph. Nope, that's a Weaver. Your safe lane of Slark, thinking it's going to be some, like, I don't know, Weaver plus offlaner? Nope. The Chen against the Monkey, it's just so nice. And the same emphasis on taking these early towers, right? Who was the team we saw do this earlier? Was it IG in that 3rd series?
Yeah,
IG versus Fnatic, right?
IG kept on taking the mid tower really early, right?
Yeah.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Oh no, it was IG versus Aster. That's what it was.
Yeah.
And yeah, IG literally did the exact same thing to a team that had 2-0'd OG. So I really wouldn't be too disappointed. If anything, this is a great replay to watch.
Global Silence going out. Kaka is gonna die. Gets off the Hex last second to ensure that the Silencer is gonna get picked up by Fly. They're gonna play away from the Wukong's command. They do manage to get the Roar onto Ollie, focusing down the 5 position. That's where we're at for Alliance. They're just trying to grab the easy kills while playing safely around their tier 2 tower. It's working for them so far, as long as they don't overextend. Shadow Dance gonna be popped by Nico Baby. Resetting. They have a chain stuns. They might. Fly. Oh, they had to simulate hit, finish them off. That's going to be a mega kill streak. Still, though, Emo's tough to deal with. They do have the Slark counter, but JT is on his way. He's got the Blink Dagger, too. They got to get out of here, but nice sentry laid out. Now they've got the silence onto JT. He's got to keep running. Pull back in, trying to get him into the sentry range.
Careful, guys.
Ooh, man, 4 versus 2, but Alliance, they are a bit nervous about JT in this Invis rune. They chill.
Yeah. A wise decision. Okay, you're still, you know, there's little things being done. Alliance certainly not out of it. 17-8, they're a little behind, but they're rushing this Orchid on Hanskin. 2 branches and Orbit Corrosion into straight Orchid. That is a big item. You're going to kill any of these cores on the side of IG if you catch them alone. Nico Baby has Diffusal soon, and Limp is rushing Aghanis. And S4, unfortunately, we're not going to look at his inventory because it is not. We just don't look at it. You look, Cap. What did I just say?
Sorry.
He's had a rough game. All right,
Yeah,
that's Roche.
You got me curious.
This is the power of the mid morph, though. I mean, Emo is just enormous, and it frees up Fly. Like, yeah, he's top net worth or close to. He'll even take the Aegis, but he's not even the real carry, right? He's the one rotating around, and it allows him to go this higher stat build. You know, Treads, Maelstrom, BKB early. He doesn't have to be the hard carry.
Yeah, it's just, there's a meme about it on Reddit. There was like PA versus Weaver, and they went the exact same build.
Yeah.
And there's a reason why. It's Falcon Blade, Maelstrom, they're both very popular items right now in a lot of cores. Just a nice build-up, good farming mechanisms. Get a BKB at some point. Get whatever damage items you need, MKB, Daedalus, something like that. 100 to 0. They find Nico Baby. And get another Finger of Death. What are we up to? 2? Just 2. JT, Blink Dagger in a second. Fisher first, though. They don't even need the Echo just yet, but now he is going to get Primal Roared. Once he's not stunned anymore, there goes the Echo to finish off Hanskin, and they can still catch up to S4. He knows it, too. That's why he's going to TP out. Global Silence going down. Where's that bottom lane? They are going to be able to get a nice kill onto Emo. Wish I could rewind that one real quickly. I'm guessing that
He lagged, obviously. As they pause.
they had a ward here, and I think they just spotted the Morphling being all in on agility.
Yeah, literally.
They global him, and then the Void Spirit solo killed.
Yep.
That's how it broke down.
Oh, sorry, lag. Yeah, I didn't mean to go all the way agility there. It's a little cocky from Emo, but I mean, this man pushes his limits, right? That's part of why I think IG is so strong. It's something that we've discussed, you know, high ceiling players, they're always taking chances, right?
Yes.
Hanskin a bit of a miscue there. Like, he gets his ult off, and he doesn't interrupt JT. So he just gets dunked to the face and dies. I think he's probably dead anyway, but at least maybe you get the trade.
And he's trying to get his Orchid, but they're not going to let him have it. Same combo is going to kill him again. Weaver and Earthshaker. Fisher leading off, allowing the Weaver to get on top of the Monkey King.
I like it. What we saw earlier was Furion with the Orchid plus the stun.
Yeah, Furion plus Tusk.
Yeah. So this is really nice too, where you have this Invis hero. Oh no, it was the tiny Shadow Blade. So you Invis in
Furion's
to find vision, and then boom, you're already attacking as the stun comes out, and that hero just dies. It's so hard to play these side lanes now. Of course, but this is just an unpleasant game to be a Beastmaster. You're all about the tempo, and you just can't find any right now. And look at IG, they're just playing enemy jungle. Not a care in the world.
Map is very dark for Alliance, and it is very small, but they did push out and find Emo again. 2 kills now on Emo, back to back. Unfortunately, S4 is not going to be making it out alive. Vlad's built up being slowed down again and again. But, you know, they're killing the primary carry of IG. It's keeping the game winnable.
Oh, JT. Oh, if he had guessed. He almost interrupted the TP there. Really risky from Limp. 91% to IG.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
There's the tier 2 and the outpost secured. Emo, please teleport here. Okay. Okay, he doesn't. Pops the arcane though, so it'll be easy ancient stack. But he should be a little more cautious. I think his team might be a little miffed. It's like, man, we're trying to go to bed. We got stuff to do. We're playing the TI champs tomorrow.
Oh, are they really?
Yep. IG OG. That's the last match for both teams.
Ooh, that's an exciting one.
And OG is in like a must-win scenario too, which is super hype.
It's man, OG, they've dropped way more games than I thought, because I feel like we've watched them only win when we've been casting them.
Yeah.
And they've looked really great at doing it.
Well, Sumel always tries to show up when he's playing in front of me, you know.
Yeah. He's trying to impress his big brother or something.
Yeah, I'm basically his Kobe. R.I.P. Gotta motivate. Meanwhile, Alliance have to find some kind of motivation. The problem is their whole draft, you know, I love it. It's great in paper. You have map control, the team fight from your silencer ults, Slark, Beastmaster controlling vision. But how do you control vision when you're this far behind? How do you get out on map?
Nice read by Limp. Dissimulates, doesn't use the dissimulate to farm. That was the point. Yeah, I was trying to get across.
Now he's gonna cut wave. He almost has his Aghanims. Just kidding. It's TP base. They're looking for more. Oh, I thought they might have been able to find the Weaver there. Who's actually, is he going Orchid too? Huh.
Who?
That's cool. Weaver's going Orchid.
Okay, yeah. Turn it into an eventual Bloodthorn.
Nice item against Slark.
Yeah. Just instant disable is always nice, right?
Yep.
So now the Slark can never feel comfortable about pushing out side lanes, because even just a Weaver solo could pop out of Invis and Orchid him.
They're just going tier 3. All right. Just daring Alliance to come battle. I think IG does this a lot, right? They're poking, and then they back off. But it creates this uncertainty, right? It's like the false step if you're running a route or in a boxing match, you know? Like the kind of little head fake, Muhammad Ali style. Now they just send creeps up. They're going to throw out some spells. Meanwhile, Emo's not even there. He's like, okay, I'm taking a DD. I guess I could come over, but how did we forget, Cap? They're waiting for the big timing. Morphling Aghanims, Earthshaker Aghanims, and then all of a sudden they get to do the double dunk.
Yep.
It's like they're winning the game before their draft is even online.
Yeah, they could be the ones that are down, maybe not 13,000 net worth, but they could be down like 8,000.
Yeah.
And still feel comfortable with the game, because we've seen it so many times. This Morphling Aghanim Scepter with the Earthshaker has turned so many games before. But instead, they're actually up 13K, and they're currently hitting the bottom tier 3 with 2 heroes.
Yeah, they feel confident, right? They've got that ward above them, and a BKB on their Weaver. But they're just poking, right? And Alliance frustrated because to fight they need all 5. But if they bring everybody down here, then suddenly, you know, they're just kind of giving away the map. So caught between a rock and a hard place.
That being said, the Aghanim Scepter will be a kind of a nice pickup against the Morphling Earthshaker combination, double pounce. Big kill. They forced out the BKB and then used the Global Silence afterwards to be able to still chase down Fly. Not respecting the kill potential of Alliance. In fact, they're still looking for a potential fight here. Here he comes. Tries to go for the fast kill on FNG, and he'll have it too. They're going to follow up. Fisher stun on to S4. He's dead, and Limp by himself. Doesn't have the damage to threaten Emo.
I like how like, IG, it's like they get stronger when a hero dies. Game 1, same deal. Like they'd lose somebody and be like, hey, well, hey, they use BKB. Stun might be on cooldown. I bet we can take this. Emo hunting for a rune, but not going to find one. Other thing, I bet we see more Chen when we get to the bracket stage. I forgot about the shard giving ancients.
Yeah.
Like that Triceratops is pretty nasty. You think about damage amplification, those ancients very effective. It's the reason Beastmaster Lycan get picked, right? Maybe other reasons too, but you feel me.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
I'm just thinking, Nico baby, he wants the Aghanims, but does that really? I don't know what you would buy though.
I mean, Pounce prevents you from being able to enchant Totem jump away.
True.
Right? So being able to have multiple charges of it. Plus, getting like on top of the Lion would be really good at the start of a fight.
True.
Also, he might need, maybe it would have been better to go BKB, but that might have been just too safe of an option, right?
That's what I'm thinking, but I mean, you just lost the lanes too hard, right? When I would love to get a stat on what's the win rate of teams that lose 2 towers by 10 minutes, because it can't be very high. Like, especially at this level. The thing that makes IG so devastating is that they get this lead, but that 3K lead early, that's it, right? They're going to use that, and now they're going to bait Roche and maybe look to go for a fight. Nope, just into the pit. Okay.
Alliance are smoked up here. Start making their way over. They just got the Aghanim Scepter on the Slark. Pounce over into the triangle, not finding anybody just yet. The Roshan is going to fall before Alliance could get there. Limp tries to jump in and grab something, but it's already gone. Already taken.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. He got on top of him. The Orchid is going to go out. The Global Silence is going to be able to cover the retreat of Limp. Fly chasing after him. Not quite good enough. They do take away the Aegis. That's nice. Hanskin is very likely going to die for it. JT on the high ground, jumping over, going for the Slark, the Finger of Death, and they don't even need the Echo. JT holds on to it. Waits for next team fight to use that big ulti.
They're just too far ahead, Cap. Like, you got the Aegis. Well done. That was a pretty nice setup from Alliance, but like, it's 25 minutes and S4 still doesn't have his Helm of the Dom 2. You're playing against 2 overfarmed Earthshakers. It's just too much, man.
1,250 damage with the potential to crit. He went Chrysalis as his next item. Here it comes. Those big hits. Wailing onto Limp.
Conka dies for he dies to FNG in the towers.
Radiant's middle barracks are under attack.
Oh my goodness gracious.
What game was that?
We just got
We just
an update.
saw a 70,000 net worth lead.
There is it is. I don't know what the game is, but it's 9-29 on that game on the other stream, and there's a 70,000 gold lead, folks. And I still think that whatever team is losing has a better chance of coming back than Alliance right now.
Nico Baby is going to be able to get the kill onto Ollie. Emo turns and demolishes S4. My, oh my, oh my. Nico Baby's going to be up next, but he does have that pounce left. Dark Pact, well timed to be able to get rid of the Orchid, but he's out of pounce charges at this point. FNG, there is no safety to be had underneath these tier 4s. By the way, JT keeps on using the Fey Grenade with the Enchant Totem. They really got to fix that. It's an 800 damage nuke that he can just throw at 800 range. And it doesn't use up your Enchant Totem hit.
That doesn't seem balanced.
Yes. The way it works is it just throws the damage that you have.
They still have Dunk.
Hunskin gonna be run down.
There it was again.
Okay, there's a little bit of turn, maybe. Limp. They got him? They got him.
He didn't get the ult off.
Orchid is enough. So they will manage to hold back IG
But
here.
they still have Dunk. They're gonna fight. They're gonna fight.
Echo, go back in and kill this Void Spirit. Do not let Alliance back outside of their base. JT.
What is that? Are we playing slots? What was that? 7 times combo. Whoa! 3 free spins.
Nico Baby, though. Without the Echo Slam, they have the damage to be able to bring down this Slark, especially with Primal Roar grabbing JT. Nice follow-up Impale. Good Force Staff. That's going to be able to get him to the other side. Hop away, but Nico Baby will keep pace. You pounce, No, wait. You jump, I pounce. That's what I was going for.
Dude, I'm just in awe, man. Like, Kaka's timing on these hexes and stuns is unbelievable. Lion is another one of those TI heroes, right?
Yeah, it's a double disable hero.
Yeah.
And an instant disable at that for later on to the game.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Will always be valuable.
Dire's structures
Nice ward behind the tower to be able to catch Fly potentially. Especially if he uses his invis and ends up in the wrong spot. But it looks like he spotted something and knows his suspicions
Dire's middle
are
tower
confirmed
has
that
fallen.
Alliance had a trap set for him up here.
Oh, Ollie, careful. Oh, they thought about it.
Ollie's decently tanky though. He's got mech and medallion, so it's hard to just kind of like poke at him and actually kill him.
Yeah, but now they're 5. And I bet you they just insta-smoke you. Emo, come here. Nice. All right, the Bash Bros. Here we go.
This fight operated around vision, something that Alliance has a bit better as long as they stay around this high ground area. That's a big reason why IG are just not even going to fight into it. They're playing it safe.
Yep, and I like this. They're just going to push bottom, right? Force Alliance to react to you. Controlling the game often means knowing where your enemy is. And if you kill their base, well, they have to do what you want them to. And another, you got to be watching. If you're scouting IG, these wards under tower have yet to be countered in any of the matches I've seen, and they're always doing it. Really nice.
Gets another ward down, an even deeper one. Morphling jumps in, Primal Roar, but did get off the BKB beforehand. They do manage to get off a decent Wukong's command, holding in the Lion too. That's a nice kill, especially if Nico, okay, never mind. Emo did manage to finally kill S4, but now he's been forced into full-on strength in order to try and get out. Nico Baby stealing a few stats. As they go back in to defend their melee barracks, it will stay alive. IG are going to back up for now.
Emo is just like, he's just in. This guy is no chill.
No.
He whiffed everything and just was like, you know what, I'm going to go for it. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, he'll take the Paladin Sword. Did not buy any lifesteal, so hey, I'm going to full heal in the jungle now. Good stuff.
Is under attack.
And they just sit bottom. IG love to do this. They don't back. They just chill. They represent full strength as Emo just free farms in the jungle anyway. They're going to wait. Kaka's coming back alive. TP's outpost. I think you're ready to rock and roll.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Gotta be careful of this range.
No silence.
Morphling turning into an Earthshaker. Double Fissure from a long, long distance. Catch anybody just slightly out of position. Get the second melee barracks. Gleipnir now for Fly.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Yeah, credit to Alliance, sticking with it. They're down significantly
Dire's top tower
and
has
probably
fallen.
going to look for an opening. You can't let them just take another Roche for free, so it probably is go time. They know the Morphling morph is probably on cooldown.
Fly tried to catch him in the tree, but Hanskin had already moved forward. Roshan potential spawn time starting in 45 seconds. So IG are going to chill out until that is up, and Alliance pretty much one last hold for them. It's going to have to be them moving in and contesting the Roshan attempt. And ideally taking it for themselves. But they got to play together. Otherwise, Emo is going to find kills like that on S4. And now maybe Hanskin? No. The Fisher off the mark.
I feel so bad for S4. He just didn't have hope in this game. Oh my God, JT, relax, bro.
Nice Orchid. Fly going to be bailed out by both the BKB as well as the save from the Chen.
He's going to buy back.
JT in way too deep. He is going to buy back here. Hanskin is going to get blown up by the Finger of Death, and a little bit more from Fly to ensure it. Now with that buyback, they're hoping to be able to secure Roshan, but it won't actually spawn for this next 2 minutes, and I don't know if IG feels super comfortable going high ground until they get Roshan. So
I think they're going to go high ground. They just got Silence, and they got the Wukongs. So what has Alliance got left in the tank?
Yeah.
Wonder what you're going to hit level 25 on the Morph. I think he's going to get a Tribute while stunned, but he could also just get the 2 waveforms for extra damage. That is what he goes for. And they will back. Okay, just the free Aegis, then come on down.
Which gives Alliance a chance here. They're going to get the Monkey King back.
They're gonna
Hopefully they have some more smokes.
I like how they just sit for a second, like, hang on guys, wait. Are they coming? Hang on. Okay. Okay, we can go Roche. That's not up, though. Why are you talking like they're going to Roche, Cap? They're going to get the Scotty on the Morph first. There
Yes, it is not up, but it could potentially be up. And that is why both teams are playing for the idea of Roshan. Alliance knows they need to be able to push out the mid lane in order for them to be able to get to the Roshan pit undetected.
Oh my God.
S4 caught from long distance. That Morphling Shaker is just so strong. Because they're off the map, they're out of your vision, they hit you with the Fisher stun, and then he waveforms, he maybe double waveforms, hits you once, and you're just dead. You're dead before you can do a damn thing.
Unbelievable.
Radiant's
Well,
has fallen.
this was certainly a series of Dota 2.
It was indeed, Kyle.
Wow, IG is just
They're really, really good.
holy. They're doing all the little things right,
Are under attack. Radiant's
and
middle
I don't even feel like Alliance is playing bad. It just feels like they don't even really get a chance to play. Like the gold graph has just consistently gone up. IG maybe bleed a hero here or there, but they're just owning.
Looking around, the Hawk is going to be able to get them some vision, dude. S4 again. It's not necessarily like terrible positioning. It's just the fact that Fisher from Morphling allows him to waveform and one-shot you. So this is going to be multiple times S4 is not able to play out a team fight with his team. Limp's going to be spotted by the Swarm, and that bug's not going away anytime soon, as now he's going to be hit by the Fisher. That's it for him. 98 seconds. Roshan not needed for IG anymore, as GG is going to be called by Alliance. So, IG have definitely secured themselves top of the group now with a score of 13-1.
Unbelievable. Yeah,
Alliance may be looking at bottom of their group, so they may not have any sort of decision-making power in who they face for playoffs.
Yeah, I mean, I hope that we didn't gush too much about IG, but I almost feel like we should have been more complimentary of just how damn good that they were. Like, there wasn't enough good stuff you could say. This game is not over, but, like, they have the advantage that makes it over at, like, 7 minutes into the game. And then the whole way down, it's just, like, if you check the graphs, it's just Alliance shoop, whereas...
Yeah, from 10 minutes to 20 minutes, it goes from even to 90, 95%.
Yeah, IG, PSG, LGD, but what's wild now is like this group is still completely up in the air. IG will play OG with nothing on the line, whereas OG probably needs at least one game to guarantee upper bracket. So I don't expect IG to let off the gas. Like, there's no way. But I'm really looking forward to that series. That's for sure.
Me too. I mean, if anything, if you're IG, putting the 2-time TI champs into lower bracket.
Yes.
Also being, I mean, they've lost this series by now. OG has, right?
Yeah, they got 2-0 by Aster.
by Aster. That's that's the first series they've lost.
Yeah.
They TI since 2018 group stage.
Yeah. Shout out White Album. Boy's a beast.
Yeah, he is indeed. None of these teams are slouches, though, and everything can change for playoffs. So that is the one thing to be able to look out for. We've seen plenty of lower bracket runs from teams before. That is it for the day, though. Group stage, day 3 is done. We've got one more day of the group stage to be able to finish up our positioning and to break some tiebreakers if there are any, and then a day off, and then playoffs. Exciting stuff. TI-10 will continue tomorrow.